Hey everybody, this is Mr. Beckstrom, and today I want to take a look at an example from section 1C. This is on Venn diagrams, and this is similar to number 66 in the exercises. And this is just a little bit on how to interpret Venn diagrams, and it starts by just giving us some data here, and we want to create a Venn diagram from it. So I went ahead and got us 3 overlapping circles set up with kind of a box around it. And then let's go ahead and read it. It says a survey of 150 college students revealed the following data on the numbers of them who use smartphones, tablets, and or laptops. And gives us all of this information here, and then it asks us these questions. It says draw a 3-circle Venn diagram that summarizes the results of the survey. How many students used at least a smartphone? How many students used a tablet or a laptop? How many students used a smartphone and a laptop but not a tablet? How many students used exactly 2 devices? And then it says how many students used a laptop or a smartphone but not a tablet. So let's go ahead and begin by labeling these 3 circles. So it's pretty common if you can fit the labels inside the circles, you can do that, or you can put it on the outside and kind of draw an arrow inside. Here, I think I have enough room that I'm going to go ahead and draw it inside. So let's put smartphone, and let's put that one right here. And then I will do a new one. We'll call this one tablets. Go ahead and put that one right here, and the last one will be laptop, and we'll put this one right there. Okay, so I've got my 3 labeled here, and now let's start putting the data in. And remember the total of all of our values. So look, we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then we might have a value on the outside here, 8. So all 8 of our values here should add up to 150. So if it doesn't, then we did something wrong. And it's possible that we could have a 0 on one of those as well. We're just going to have to kind of use a process of elimination here once we get our values in. So smartphone only is 51. That means that we can, in here, that means we're only using a smartphone, so I'm going to just stick a 51 in there. Then it says tablet only, so there I'm going to put an 8. So students that only use a tablet is going to be an 8, and then laptop only is going to be, so somewhere in there I'm going to put 12. And then students who don't use any, that's going to be, oops, there's my 12. Students that don't use any, I'll put that up. That's going to be a 2. I'm going to drag that to outside of my box there. So anywhere in the box, but not inside any of these. So students that use any. Students that use a smartphone and a tablet only. So it's going to be a smartphone and a tablet only. So they only use a smartphone and a tablet, but they do not use a laptop. So we don't want to be in this circle here. We're going to be in this circle here. So just a smartphone and a tablet. So that one's going to be 35. All right, so 35. But let's, oops, get rid of that. But let's notice something here, right? We have so smartphone and a tablet, 34. Uh-oh, what did I just do? Oh no. All right, I think I got that fixed. So the 35 should go in here. So this is smartphone and tablet only. Smartphone and tablet only. And then we have smartphone and laptop only. So smartphone and laptop only. So this is going to go in this shared region. But remember They don't use a tablet, so we're not going to be in this shared region. So that's going to be 37. So 37. Drag this over to this area here. And then all three devices, oh, tablet and laptop only, I almost forgot that one. That's 4. So 4, we're going to drag over to this section here. So tablet and laptop only. And finally, all three devices. Looks like there's only one student that uses all three devices. All right, so let me try that again. 1, drag that over to the middle there, and there we go. So all of these numbers should add up to 150. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and do and check now. All right. So 51 plus 37 plus 1 plus 4 plus 12 plus 35 plus 8 plus 2 is sure enough 150. So this looks good here. All right, now let's go ahead and answer these questions. The first one says, well, we drew our Venn diagram that summarizes all of this data here. How many students used at least a smartphone? At least a smartphone. Here's a smartphone here. So all we do is just add up all of these numbers here, right? So all of these students in this circle used at least a smartphone. So 51 plus 35 plus 1 plus 37, right? That would be 124 students out of the 150 used at least a smartphone. So most of the students used at least a smartphone. There was only these students here that didn't use a smartphone at all. All right, how many students used a tablet or a laptop? All right, so all of these students here used a tablet, plus these students used a laptop here. So we're going to add up all of these students here, right? The only ones that we're not going to add up is this 51 here and that 2 there. So it's going to be everything, or I could just do the 150. I could just do the 150 minus the 2 numbers that we're not using, right? Minus 51 minus 2. So that should be 97. So 97 students used a tablet or a laptop, right? Because the only ones that we're not counting are the ones that used a smartphone only, or the ones that used none of them. Other than that, all the students either used a tablet or a laptop. The next one, D, says how many students used a smartphone and a laptop? A smartphone and a laptop, which is these students here, but not a tablet. So that would just be these 37 here, because we don't want to include any in this tablet circle here. So that would just be that 37 there. How many students used exactly 2 devices? Exactly 2 devices. Well, these students here used all 3. These students used exactly 2. These students used exactly 2, and those students used exactly 2. These students used 1, these students used 1, these students used 1, and these students used 0. So we have 3 groups of students that used exactly 2. So I'm going to add up all 3 of those numbers. 35 plus 4 plus 37 gets 76. So that would be the answer for that one. And then how many students used a laptop or a smartphone, but not a tablet? So a laptop or a smartphone. So you could use, it's all of these numbers, a laptop or a smartphone. So a laptop or a smartphone, all of these numbers, but not a tablet. So we're not going to include any of those numbers, right? So it's going to be this one, and this one, just those 3 numbers right here. So 51, 37, and 12. So 51 plus 37 plus 12, because those ones used either a laptop or a smartphone, but not a tablet. All right, and 100 of the students. Smartphone, laptop, or a smartphone, but not a tablet. Okay. All right. So hopefully this helped a little bit. If you have any questions, let me know. And I hope you have a great rest of your week. Thank you.